that. No, okay. Good boy. Good boy. Hi guys, my sweet ladies. Welcome back to my channel. If you're a new subscriber, welcome. And if you're an OG, I'm so glad to have you back. Guys, I didn't run away. I promise, I didn't run away. But I resumed work. If you've been following my vlog, I resumed work, and at a point it became really overwhelming. I had to take a few steps back. Hey guys, my baby is going to be here. Don't get upset with the whole noise that's gonna come from this end. Okay, so I'm so sorry guys, I'm so sorry. So I had to take a few steps back, to re-strategize on how I will balance work and also trying to create content on Instagram, and also try to be consistent here with you guys. So please guys, pardon me. I didn't charge my mic. I don't know how I forgot. I have planned to make a video today. Today is Saturday. I plan to make a video, but I forgot to charge my mic. Bobo, I'm trying to make sure I'm very audible. I'm as audible enough so that you can hear me. So today I'm going to be doing my makeup and also gist you guys. It's going to be a chit-chat kind of video. Hey baby, where I do my makeup. So when I started, creating content and coming out there, I've had lots of questions on what happened to my hand. So I'm going to be doing a video to talk about how I got this scar, and just not literally how I got this scar. I'm just out of the bathroom. I've not done anything on my face. I haven't done my face routine yet. I will be doing both my skin prep, also be doing my makeup. I'm going to show you how to achieve a very nice skin prep, how to properly prep your face for your makeup. If you want to see that, continue watching. Guys, he started crying, so I had to find another way to make sure I do this video, because if I get frustrated, and I'm very sure I will not be able to do this video. Before I do my skin prep, I want to shape in my brows because it has overgrown. So I want to shape in it and get started. I'm just hoping that I won't lose light before I'm done with this video. However, if I lose light, I will just use my ring light because I can't be frustrated and I can't be discouraged right now. Growing up, it was really frustrating. I had really low self-esteem because I see the other kids with clean hands, and I've just had a scar in my hand. I had to ask my mom what really happened to my hand, and she told me it happened and she just gave back to me. Guys, please, I want to shape in these brows first before I send this so I don't cut myself. Okay, I'm done with my brows. I had to do it off camera so that I can quickly finish it because my baby is beginning to really disturb. My husband is not around and my girl is trying to finish her chores at home, so I have to carry him until she's done so that she can take over. Yes. So this is micellar water from Nivea. This is just to take off the extra dirt on your face, those extra hairs from my brows that I've shaped in. So it's going to take them out completely. With those extra dirt that you cannot really take off when you're washing your face, so it's going to take them out completely. When my mom gave birth to me, she was unconscious, she could not breastfeed me, and they said they didn't want to give me any kind of formula or water. So they said it was their policy that I have to use the drip instead of taking any kind of formula or any kind of water. My mom was really unconscious. In fact, she passed out, so she couldn't breastfeed me, and I was a very big baby. I was big. She gave birth to me through CS, and I think they made a mistake when they were closing her up. They did not probably close an artery, so she was bleeding and passed out. I was crying as a baby. I needed breast milk, and they insisted that I have to take the drip instead of having formula. They said the drip contains breast milk nutrients according to them, and I was really big. I was weighing about 4.5 kg. I was really big. Yeah? Say what?
Coming.
Come on, hurry.
And why you don't embarrass you again today? You think he wants to sleep?
I think so too. Come on, carry on.
I got the fine cream.
It's here then.
Oh. God will give me money, make I buy my own. No. I know the jump up and down.
Hey baby.
But there's slight right on this.
Yeah, so back to our video. This is a moisturizer. Oh, not moisturizer, sorry. This is a toner. I don't know if you guys can see. This is a toner. So you dab it, you dab it properly, dab it and make sure everything sinks in before you go to the next step. I have a very tiny vein normally, like to date. Before you if I fall sick and they need to give me injections, you have to use torchlight to look for my vein. It's that bad. You have to literally tie my hand properly for you to get my actual veins. I have really tiny and short veins, so you have to be really careful in looking for my vein. But then they were very careless. They didn't take time to search for my vein. So instead of them to put the drip in my flesh, it's not my flesh. So instead of them to put the drip in my vein, they put it in my flesh. So it resulted in some complications. After the toner, you go in with your essence. This is not a compulsory step. You can skip this step if you don't want, but I just like to apply it because I like the feel on my face. But honestly, it's not compulsory. Guys, please, when you're applying your toner, make sure you apply your neck. I did mine off camera. I applied on my neck off camera because I forgot. So make sure anything you're applying on your face, you're applying at the back of your ears, and you're applying on your neck, every part of your neck. Please take notes and make sure I apply it till they really sink in, right? As they started the drip in my flesh, it resulted some complications. My hand started swelling because the drip was not going inside my vein. It was just stuck. It was my auntie that noticed that my hand was swelling, and she had to call the attention of the nurses. And this story is so annoying because for every time I tell it, I just get upset all over again. It's been 26 years, but I'm like, how can they be so careless, right? It was swelling and they needed to check and know what was wrong with it. So they came to look at my hand. Now they made another mistake. So instead of them to use a soft bandage, baby, for crying out loud, instead of them to use a soft bandage to bandage the hand, according to what my mom said, they used a very hard bandage, not meant for kids. After your essence, you use a moisturizer. So this is the simple hydrating moisturizer that I use. But if you're not using your essence from your toner, you can go right into your moisturizer. So they used a very not soft, they used a very hard bandage to bandage it, and they just left it for 2 days. One came to check it and see if it was healing. They just left it unattended. It started rotting inside, and the rot was spreading. And the only option as at then was for them to amputate my wrist, so that the rot was here. If they had left it, it could spread to my upper arm. So they needed to amputate the whole wrist so that the rot would stop and not spread to my upper arm. That was the situation of things. They were about to sign it to get carried out. Then a doctor heard of my case and said, okay, they just needed to do an x-ray. I think it was an x-ray to see how much it had rotted inside, to see if the rot had gotten to my bones or my lower flesh, to now be certain that okay, the only option they have was to fully amputate it. So they did the test, they did the scan or whatever they did, and they found out that the rot hadn't gotten to my bone or my lower flesh. This is the most important step. This is your sunscreen. If you're going to stay in the house, if you're going out or you're staying in the house, as far as is in the morning or is in the day, and you need to just exist, please don't forget your sunscreen. It's really important. So I'm going to use a 2-finger rule so that I can have, you know, a good amount of sunscreen, good amount of coverage on my face. They were like, since it hadn't gotten to my bone or my lower flesh, instead of them to amputate the wrist, they could just do a plastic surgery, like a skin grafting. So instead of amputating the whole wrist, they'll just cut off the affected parts, those rotten parts, then take flesh from my lap and put on it. So that was what they did. I was about 2 days old when they I think I was about 2 or 3 days old when they did the surgery. That was how I came about the scar. It healed and it gave me this. I had to do another surgery at some point because, you know, they were, let me explain it properly. When they finished the surgery, my hand was like this. I was not able to bring it down. It was like this. So they were like, you should not worry, you should start physiotherapy. The more they turn it, you know, it's going to straighten back. And a very good day during my immunization, a nurse saw my mom. They were like, this fine girl, what happened to her hand? So my mom explained to them the story, explained to them what happened to my hand, and she was like, let her just tell her the truth, that this physiotherapy is not going to change anything, that they need to do another surgery. So because my hand was like this, I couldn't bring it, and the whole physiotherapy was just about twisting the hand and everything. So there was a joining at this point. They needed to cut it and straighten my hand, so I had to do another surgery, guys. I think I was about how many months, I can't remember the exact month I was when they did the second surgery. Now I'm done applying my sunscreen, so this is the perfect screen prep for your face. Now you can go in with your primer or anything you want to start with, but I start with my primer first. This is my primer. So this is how my face looks. I forgot to. This is going to be used to moisturize my lips. How can I forget this step? How can I forget this step? So it's going to be used to moisturize my lips. You know, I love this. Lip therapy is really nice. It's really nice. This lip therapy is the bomb. I love the feel on my lips, honestly. I love it so much. Yeah. This hand was literally in bandage for almost a year. Because it was in bandage, I got used to using my left hand. So now I'm more of like an ambidexter, because I use both my left and my right. So I got used to my left. It was so bad. It was like I was born left-handed. My mom knew that I was not born left-handed, so she had to find a way to change me from using left hand to my right. So she had to look for every means possible, and she now found a very amusing and hilarious means. So this is what she told me. Obviously I was a baby, I might not be able to remember this detail, so but she gave me the gist. The way she was able to change me from using my left to my right was that if I was writing or doing my assignment from school, you know, she would say, this is Jesus' hand, right hand is Jesus' hand, and this is devil's hand. And obviously as a baby she had taught me who is Jesus and who is the devil and who is Satan. So she told me, this is Jesus' hand, this is Satan's hand. So if I'm subconsciously writing with my left hand, she'll be like, you're using Satan's hand to write though, you're using Satan's hand to write. I'll be like, no mommy, I want to use Jesus' hand, I want to use Jesus' hand. So I'll quickly switch it to this hand. So that was how I stopped using my left hand. It's hilarious. I'm really trying to imagine how it was, you know, trying to switch and trying to, you know, feel bad I'm using devil's hand to write instead of me to use Jesus' hand. Now my left hand is obviously stronger than my right hand for some reason, but I use my right to just eat and to write. I use my right hand to eat, I use my right hand to write, right? But if I want to do anything else, I use my left hand. If I want to cook, if I'm stirring food, if I'm cutting vegetables, if I'm cutting literally anything, if I want to brush my teeth, I can't use this hand and brush my teeth. It feels like I'm just joking. It's not strong. It's not as strong as this other hand. When I use this hand to give you punch like this, nothing to bring. Just kidding. But as a growing child, I used to see other kids. They didn't have a scar like I did. I felt different. I felt like, why do I have a scar? Why is my hand deformed? It used to really embarrass me, because I used to feel very somehow about it. If you knew me in senior secondary school, from senior secondary school, you start to, start having guys admiring you, trying to toast to you and everything. So, as a teenager, I started feeling very somehow about my hand. I felt withdrawn. I went to a boarding school. My this is 1 to 3 was in a day school. My senior secondary school was in a boarding house. If you know me then, I used to wear a red cardigan. There was this red cardigan I was always wearing because I wanted to cover my hand. Guys, it was funny because come rain, come shine, I'm always wearing that cardigan, that red cardigan. At a point, it became my signature. If I was leaving the hostel, I felt I was leaving the hostel, I was going to wear my cardigan. If you know my name, they used to call me that girl that is always wearing red cardigan. That was my that was my trademark. Guys, now it sounds funny, but then I used to feel really bad about my hand. Not like I didn't have other cardigan, but that particular red one was long enough to cover my scar. That was the only reason I was wearing cardigan. If they asked me then, I would tell them, no, I'm feeling cold. I'm feeling cold in heat. Feeling cold in hot sun. I was still telling them I was feeling cold. But deep down, I knew why I was wearing that red cardigan. I had really low self-esteem because of the hand, so it really, really affected me so much. It was so bad. It was really, really bad, guys. The whole red cardigan thing was becoming out of hand. I couldn't help it. I got addicted to my cardigan because I was trying to cover my scar. I felt it didn't make me look beautiful enough, so I just needed to cover it. I felt this hand was going to make me ugly. People won't want to be my friend because I had a huge scar on my hand. Guys, it was funny and crazy at the same time. So this is the final look, guys. I hope I look amazing. For so long, I struggled with self-esteem. I had to tell myself that I was beautiful regardless of my scar. Just imagine if I feel like me having self-esteem or inferiority complex. I'm so angry with myself. There was a day my mom came. She came to school to visit me. It was a visiting day, so she came to see me. That very day was a hot afternoon and I was wearing that red cardigan. And she was wondering why I was wearing red cardigan. When she saw me, she was like, Adame, the weather is hot. Why are you wearing cardigan? Are you feeling cold? What's going on? Why are you wearing cardigan in this hot sun? I was just trying. I was still adamant that I was feeling cold, that I was not hot. I was feeling cold. She knew that something was wrong. She knew that there was a problem somewhere. Why will I be sweating? I was literally sweating, and I was wearing cardigan. She knew that I was lying and I was not feeling cold. So she called me. She noticed that I was actually trying to cover my scar. She called me. I was like, if I would have preferred having an amputated wrist. She was like, I know that if this scar was not there, I would have had an amputated wrist. And I came to the realization that what she said was true. Because all this while I've been ungrateful. All this while I have been soaking myself with low self-esteem. I was having inferiority complex. And just imagine if this guy was not there. This is no shame to any amputee watching this video, but I know you understand what I mean. I had to ask God for mercy because I had been ungrateful. I needed to ask God for mercy. I started loving myself. I started appreciating my scar. I started being proud of my scar. From the day she spoke to me till I left the school, I didn't wear that cardigan. I was parading my scar because it was a blessing in disguise. I had to, come to the understanding that God was really on my side. God was really on my mom's side, because I would have lost my mom. I would have probably been with an amputated wrist, but God was faithful. And with time, I started loving myself. I started flaunting my scars. God has been so good to me, right from when I was a child. I really don't want to start getting teary, so let me end this video here. So if you have any similar experiences, just know that you're beautiful regardless. As far as you have life, you have everything. Trust me. As far as you're breathing, you're not hospitalized. You have everything. When there's life, there's hope, right? I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed my chit chat. I hope you enjoyed my story. And I want you guys to share this video and inspire someone today. Someone that is feeling down, someone that, probably feel like they have one disability or the other. Use this video to inspire the person and make the person understand that he or she is beautiful regardless. Thank you so much for listening. If you're here up to this time, thank you so much. If you did enjoy my video, if you enjoyed my story, if you enjoyed my chit chat, kindly give this video a big thumbs up, like, share, and comment. See you in my next video. Bye.